Right, Lagos is 150 pointer now. Of the tougher levels that we've kind of faced so far. Concepts are pretty similar to what we've done in a lot of these stack levels, but there's one kind of big twist here, and you will pretty soon see why I'm saying so. So let's quickly reset that just so we get back to a clean slate. When we scroll down here, you will see login again. You'll see main somewhere. Main calls login as usual. I'm gonna search for main calls login here, and you have a lot of the similar kind of functionality inside login. Login calls conditional unlock door. You see stuff which is like very similar to what we normally do. But there's one major twist. So if we say C, you see this? Restricted passwords to only alphanumeric characters. So that effectively means something. So if we try and smash the stack here, you will see the stacks get smashed pretty quickly. You'll get an INSN address online. You'll get a few different kinds of errors here once you smash it and you find out how big your input is. But you wouldn't be able to jump to any of those inputs because of the alphanumeric character restriction. And you'll smash the stack, meaning you'll overwrite the return pointer. So the next step normally is to put in the address of your shellcode in the return address, so it'll jump to your shellcode. But the problem is that you won't be able to have any kind of special characters. Anything other than alphanumeric characters isn't going to work. So even though you have an int inside there, so if you kind of scroll down here and you think, I have the int and let me just jump to the int and call unlock door via that way. One of the previous levels did that. It's just not going to work because int is at like 45 FC and that's not an alphanumeric character. So the moment you put that into your shellcode, it's going to break. So you need to find a way out to, simulate unlock door, but without any of those characters that you used to simulate unlock door in previous levels. I would go back and study very, very carefully how unlock door was actually implemented. Like when you actually hit unlock door and what kind of register values went into which and why and what flags were triggered. I'd carefully study all of that and get the idea into your mind as to what really needs to be done to actually trigger unlock door. What values do I need and what registers and why, and what's the shortest way that you can think of this. There's probably a million ways of doing it. I would definitely look at this link. It's not a spoiler. It's basically just someone who has taken the trouble to automate this process for us and give us a list of all the instructions that can possibly be called. And I would also go ahead and I haven't mentioned in these notes while I was writing it, just struck me right now. I would go up and read a little bit about ROP, return oriented programming. Just the concepts. Don't go too deep into it and don't go into all the concepts and all the various ways in which you'll see ROP gadgets and all of that stuff. Just ignore all of that. You don't need to think about all of that. But just ROP, what it does and how ROP works in general. And once you're clear about that, just link everything up. You link the buffer overflow that you will get pretty quickly. Specific characters for your shellcode, which is basically an alphanumeric shellcode. How do you jump to that shellcode? How do you trigger that shellcode? And finally, what do you need to have in your shellcode to simulate the unlock door function? The concepts are all very, very similar to previous levels. The biggest key here is just to get your shellcode correct. Use that link there. Kind of be creative with it. Use your hex calculator. Use the assembler page that I've linked to previously, which is on the microcorruption page, microcorruption.com/assembler or something like that, to kind of decode instructions and see what that gives you, and you'll eventually be able to get through on this one. It isn't super tough conceptually, but it's pretty tricky. There's a lot of very minute details involved in Lagos, probably more than any other level. Conceptually, it isn't super hard. You'll probably get how to do it pretty quickly, but the details will kill you on this for a while. All the best. Bye.